A warm welcome to the Intersolar Review 2026. Let's look at some slides of our innovations and highlights shown at the trade fair. We brought our complete product portfolio, including a small surprise that we will keep covered up for a little bit longer. More on that soon. Of course, we had the PLENTICORE Plus with us, which has undergone a major update, including 15 amperes of DC current for existing devices, as well as the new PLENTICORE G3, which now allows remote access. Also brand new is the PLENTICORE BI25 battery inverter making its premiere, alongside an outlook for 2027. In the commercial sector, we exhibited the PIKO CI. New since January of this year is the HELIVOR HV, the KOSTAL battery for customers who want everything from a single source. We also featured the second generation ENECTOR and new options in our accessories sector for even greater flexibility. Here is the PLENTICORE Plus Generation 2. The original hybrid inverter, which can also be upgraded to a hybrid function. It features 15 amperes of DC current with up to 7.5 kilowatts of power on the DC input, enabled entirely via a free software update. This update is applied automatically via auto update or manually. Several PLENTICORE G3 features have been integrated, such as the WLAN bridge function and the EE bus for controlling intelligent metering systems. Another new G3 feature is the VDE coupling switch function for systems over 30 kilowatts with an external NA protection. The intelligent battery control is also back for all compatible batteries. The new web server design is identical to the G3, ensuring a uniform experience that scales perfectly to smartphones. Commissioning is possible with the Solar app, and restarting the device can now be done directly via the display without disconnecting the DC and AC supply. The 15 ampere update is the main highlight, making the devices directly compatible with all current modules. Existing customers benefit from up to 1000 watts more charging or discharging power in combination with the BYD HVS 12.18. Let's move on to the PLENTICORE G3. It has been on the market for 2 years and has received several upgrades. Looking at its four main symbols, we have the three well-known performance classes. The PLENTICORE G3S allows 17 amperes on the input side and up to 8.25 kilowatts per DC section. This allows a completely asymmetrical configuration of the generators. The M device features 30 amperes on the third input, which can optionally be used for the battery function. Its charging power has been increased by 3 kW, allowing up to 13.5 kilowatts per DC section. All devices, including the M size, feature a 75 to 800 volt MPP range. The L device now offers 30 amperes on every input and up to 21 kilowatts of power per DC section. The new remote access is fully secured. On the inverter interface, the customer can choose to activate remote access for 24 hours so the installer can access the device. It can also be activated permanently, but sovereignty always remains with the system operator. This allows installers to activate product extensions remotely. Additional optimizations on the web interface assist in service cases, while full operator control ensures strict GDPR compliance. These functions are already live via firmware 030606. We also presented our automatic backup power solution, the automatic backup switch. It is very simple to operate, fast to install, and requires no complex settings. It is extremely compact at 8 pitch units, fitting perfectly onto a DIN rail alongside the KOSTAL Smart Energy Meter. It handles loads up to 63 amperes, making it an ideal solution for private households. The switchover takes place within 3 seconds, establishing an isolated grid. Once grid power returns, the switch monitors stability for 3 minutes before switching back within 2 seconds. Installed with the KOSTAL Smart Energy Meter, the setup takes up 12 pitch units on a standard rail. Our battery partners were also present to demonstrate system flexibility, including BYD HVB, Pylontech, Dynas, our own HELIVOR battery, the VART, Wall BM2 variant, based on lithium iron phosphate cells, and ZYC storage systems. Battery storage is a mandatory requirement for backup power operation. A new feature in the G3 is multi-device control, MDC, which allows running up to 3 hybrid inverters in a single installation for the first time. MDC centrally monitors and controls the entire storage network to enable higher charging and discharging capacities. Previously, 3 storage towers were connected in parallel to 1 inverter. However, the charging power was limited to that of a single inverter. With MDC, one inverter controls the system, tripling the charging and discharging power, reaching 30 kilowatts in an example with 3 10 kilowatts units. A KOSTAL Smart Energy Meter is not required for this, as the control function lies entirely within the inverter. The system uses a master unit called the MDC host, where the largest battery is connected if sizes vary. The host connects to the energy meter via RS485 and controls the other inverters over the network. This allows different storage capacities and the integration of batteries from different manufacturers. This combination of multiple battery brands provides a highly future-proof solution. Equipped with EE bus, it allows central control for paragraph 14 power limitations during grid consumption, making it an excellent solution for commercial or agricultural systems using familiar hardware. The update is already available via firmware version March 610. Let's turn to commercial PV installations and our new PLENTICORE BI25 battery inverter. This 25 kilowatt unit allows you to connect up to 3 batteries directly in parallel, making it a perfect match for setups with a PIKO CI. The new SunClicks connections on the top right handle high currents, allowing the PLENTICORE BI to realize up to 50 amperes of charging current. It features a high efficiency of over 98% and supports charge rates of 1C, meaning a battery storage system can be fully charged or discharged within 1 hour. This concept ensures that the PV inverter and battery inverter are always in the ideal location. We use an AC coupled storage solution here. PV inverters stay close to the solar modules outside the building to keep DC lines short. The battery inverter is placed near the grid connection point and the batteries to minimize cable lengths. The result is a flexible, practical, and easily scalable system solution. On our commercial display wall, we feature the PIKO CI devices alongside 2 PLENTICORE BI25 units to visualize multi-device control, each connected to its respective batteries. We also showcased our HELIVOR HV high-voltage storage. This pre-configured lithium iron phosphate storage fits almost any setup, expands flexibly, supports parallel operation, and features plug-and-play installation. It includes a 10-year warranty and factory service. Capacities range from 6.4 to 28.8 kilowatt-hours, reaching a height of 2 meters at full expansion. For larger needs, 8 towers can run in parallel. This highly efficient high-voltage storage handles up to 50 amperes of DC current, which pairs perfectly with the BI25. This system provides high capacities on a very small footprint. The housing features an elegant anthracite tone matching the PLENTICORE line. Now, to reveal our latest development, the red cloth is lifted. The HELIVOR AXIS was award-winning at Intersolar. Slated for launch in Q1 2027, this 2-in-1 system places the inverter directly on top of the battery, combining both into a single vertical tower. Following the KOSTAL all-in-one principle, the vertical design eliminates manual battery wiring and communication setup. It uses the familiar HELIVOR battery modules, which simply stack on top of each other. The Axis will come in 2 sizes, S and M. The S variant starts at 4 kilowatts and expands to 7 kilowatts. The M variant ranges from 8.5 to 12.5 kilowatts, reaching 22.4 kilowatt-hour at full expansion with a maximum height of 2 meters. Note that the battery management system is slightly modified, featuring a removable cover that exposes the direct connection for the inverter. It shares the exact same system logic and firmware as existing units. This eliminates extra training and duplicate inventory. In practice, the fully integrated Axis setup compared beautifully next to our discrete PLENTICORE wall and was highly well received. The same goes for our second-generation ENECTOR wall box. Let's look at the details of this updated wall box. It will be available in 2 versions, the Classic and an MID variant for billing-relevant applications like company vehicles. Operation is simplified via an on-device button or the familiar app. The wall box can be unlocked via RFID cards or tokens. Installation is faster since the G2 integrates via LAN or WLAN. All comfort functions are built in without needing an activation code. It is 2027 ready, with native ISO 15118 compliance for supported vehicles, meeting next year's standards alongside the growing customer demand for the MID variant. All signature ENECTOR features remain, including automatic phase switching and the 7.5-meter cable. You can choose whether or not to use your home battery for vehicle charging. Modes can be selected directly on the device using the push button. These built-in comfort functions can also be managed via mobile phone using the new Solar for Me app, or unlocked via RFID card. Future installations will integrate the wall box via LAN or WLAN through the network, rather than a direct RS-485 connection to the energy meter. Control is managed by the PLENTICORE G3 over the network. While WLAN is available, we always recommend a wired connection. For existing systems equipped with a Generation 2 smart energy meter, control can still run through the meter. For new G3 installations, the inverter takes over. This brings up the question of bidirectional charging. We presented a prototype of an AC bidirectional wall box as a future addition to the PV ecosystem. KOSTAL is an established manufacturer of onboard chargers, with nearly 7 million units in the field. We know automaker demands well, and they are moving heavily toward bidirectional onboard chargers. The advantages of our AC wallbox concept. It is technically simpler than a DC directional wallbox, offers slightly higher overall efficiency since the vehicle handles conversion and grid synchronization and utilizes the inverter already inside the vehicle. This lowers hardware costs for the customer and keeps installation familiar for the installer. A few regulatory topics must be resolved before full deployment, but the technology is ready. The KOSTAL Solar for Me app launched in March and is available in the App and Google Play stores. Phase 2 will soon introduce features for installers. The app clearly visualizes system lists, energy flows, and daily diagrams alongside intuitive wallbox integration. It provides local real-time data. When you are at home, the app pulls data directly from the inverter after a single password entry or the smart energy meter password for multi-inverter setups. The app also includes a popular dark mode for visual comfort and energy saving. Finally, save the date for next year's Intersolar, taking place from Tuesday to Thursday, June 8th to 10th, 2027. Our team will be there on site, easily recognizable in our green shirts. I look forward to seeing everyone there next year. That concludes our brief summary of KOSTAL's highlights. Innovation continues at a rapid pace, and we thank everyone for joining us on this journey. See you soon and goodbye.